everyone, welcome back to the channel Microbiogenics. So in the last video I have talked about linkers and now I am going to discuss about adapters. So this is a second method by which a blunt-ended DNA can be converted into a sticky-ended form. So adapters are also artificially synthesized oligonucleotides. In the case of linkers, we have seen that linkers are also oligonucleotides. And adapters are also oligonucleotides which are artificially synthesized. So what is the difference between a linker and an adapter? Linkers are blunt-ended molecules, whereas adapters are sticky-ended molecules. So the structure of adapter will look like this. This is an adapter, whereas the linker were like this. This is the structure of a linker and this is the structure of an adapter. So linker contains a restriction enzyme cleavage site within its sequence, but there is no such case in case of adapters. Adapters does not contain any restriction enzyme cleavage site, which linkers contain. So this is a basic difference between a linker and an adapter. So there are two differences. One is linkers are blunt-ended, whereas adapters are sticky-ended. And the second difference is that linkers contains restriction enzyme cleavage site within itself, but the adapters do not contain such sequences. These adapters are originally sticky-ended, so if this adapter is directly ligated with the blunt-ended DNA, it can be immediately converted into sticky-ended form. So there is no need of restriction digestion. But in case of linker, there was a step in which a restriction enzyme was used to cleave the DNA, which in turn converted the DNA into sticky-ended form. But in the case of adapter, there is no such steps required. So the adapter will be directly ligated with the blunt-ended DNA by the help of DNA ligase, and as a result it will be converted into sticky-ended DNA. So this is how sticky-ended DNA fragments can be generated by the use of adapters. Now the basic problem with the use of adapter is that adapters, as I have just said, these are sticky-ended molecules. So the structure of adapter is like this. Adapters look like this. These are adapter molecules and they are sticky-ended. Sticky-ended means they have a single-stranded region. So this single-stranded region have the ability to bind with another single-stranded region that is complementary to it. Now the problem with adapter is that two adapters that have complementarity can self-ligate to form adapter dimers. So in this case we can see that these two adapters are complementary. So they have the ability to self-ligate. So if they self-ligate, the structure will be like this. So from sticky-ended adapters, when two sticky-ended adapters that are complementary to each other are ligated, they will form blunt-ended molecules. So this is not desirable because these blunt-ended molecules will be of no use. This process must be prevented somehow. So what is done is that these adapters have a 5' end and a 3' end. Let's look into the structure. This is adapter 1, which contains a 5' phosphate end and a 3' OH end, and this is adapter 2 that is complementary with adapter 1 and that will bind with adapter 1 to form the blunt-ended fragment, which is not desirable. So this adapter 2 also contains a 5' phosphate and a 3' OH group. These two adapters can only join if a phosphodiester bond forms between 3' OH group and 5' phosphate group, and this reaction is carried out by whom? By DNA ligase. These two adapters, adapter 1 and adapter 2, which are complementary with each other, can only join if the 3' OH group forms a phosphodiester bond with the 5' phosphate group. So this reaction is carried out by DNA ligase. We all know the function of DNA ligase. So when DNA ligase forms a phosphodiester bond between a 3' OH group and a 5' phosphate group, then only these two molecules of adapters can join and adapter dimers can form. So if we block this process, if we block the formation of phosphodiester bond between these two adapters, then self-ligation of adapters can be blocked. So how can this be done? How the phosphodiester bond formation can be blocked? Phosphodiester bond formation can be blocked by removing the 5' phosphate group. So if we remove the 5' phosphate group, there will be no phosphodiester bond formation, because phosphodiester bond cannot form between 3' OH group and 5' OH group. Phosphodiester bond can only form if 3' OH group and 5' phosphate group are present. So if phosphate group is removed from the 5' end, no phosphodiester bond can form. DNA ligase cannot catalyze the formation of this type of bond between these two adapters. This 5' phosphate is the target. The target is 5' phosphate group, and how can this be removed? By the use of alkaline phosphatase. So we have learnt about alkaline phosphatase, the use of it. When we treat the adapters with the alkaline phosphatase, the phosphate group from 5' end can be removed. So what will be the resultant product? So this will be the resultant product. After removal of the phosphate group, the 5' end will contain hydroxyl group. So phosphodiester bond cannot form between 3' OH and 5' OH. So this process is blocked. There will be no further self-ligation of adapters. Adapters in this form are present in the reaction mixture, and then they are ligated with the blunt-ended DNA. This adapter will ligate with the blunt-ended DNA. This adapter will be ligated with the blunt-ended DNA, and in this way the blunt-ended DNA can be converted into sticky-ended form, and after the reaction is over, after the reaction is completed, then we can again add the 5' phosphate group to the 5' end. And how is this done? By the action of polynucleotide kinase. So these two enzymes, alkaline phosphatase is used to remove the phosphate group from the 5' end, and polynucleotide kinase is required for adding the 5' phosphate group. So these two enzymes play a very crucial role in this use of adapters for sticky end generation. So what is done to prevent self-ligation of adapters? Firstly, the 5' phosphate group is removed by alkaline phosphatase, and after the reaction is over, after the blunt-ended DNA is ligated with the adapters, then we can convert the 5' OH group into 5' phosphate group by the action of polynucleotide kinase. So in this way, adapters are used to generate sticky-ended DNA molecules.